this book was a complete and utter disappointment. A new fun thing to play with. I finally figured out how to use this magnetic nail polish the correct way, and it is honestly so cool. I fear that regular nail polish is ruined for me from now on because this is just so fun and so pretty, and it's just so shimmery, and the color shift is so cool. It looks different in every light, every type of lighting. This one is like a purpley, it's like a dark purple, but it shifts to a green gold. It's pretty cool. I'm glad I figured out how to use it. I've done it 3 times without knowing what I was doing. Well, I did it 2 times without knowing what I was doing. This is the 3rd time I've used it, and I finally looked up videos on how to do it the right way. I just don't think that I will go back to regular nail polish. And actually Mooncat had a big sale today, so I just ordered several more colors to get me through the winter, so that's fun. Anyway, hi, this is going to be a continuation of the reset video that I posted a couple weeks ago. This is going to be a December reset. I will be making my monthly spread for December in this video, as well as the last week of November, my last weekly spread for November. So if you're just here for that stuff, that's cool. I will put the timestamps in the description. You can just jump to whatever you want to see. But for the rest of us, if you want to stick around, I'll go over the plan for what I want to do this week. Okay, so let's make a list. Today is Friday. Next week is Thanksgiving. So I just want to make sure I get this video done before Thanksgiving break. It'll go up on Saturday, which you know because you're watching it. Like I said, we are going to do a monthly spread for December and a weekly spread for the last week of November. I need to do some cleaning. The bathrooms need cleaned. I need to mop and spray down all the surfaces, dust, that kind of thing. I need to do some prep for Thanksgiving. I am making sweet potatoes, so I need to get the ingredients for that. What's your Thanksgiving plan, by the way, if you do Thanksgiving? What are you in charge of making? Maybe you're in charge of making the entire dinner. Are you hosting? Feel free to leave a comment down below and tell me what your dish is. Like I said, mine is sweet potatoes. I make the sweet potato casserole with the marshmallows on top. So anyway, I need to get the stuff to make those. I need to swap out my closet from summer to winter. It's getting pretty cold, so I need to get out the rest of my warm stuff and put away my tank tops and shorts and whatnot. And I want to do a reading update. It's been a while and I have books to talk about, so we'll try to get that done in this video too. Yeah, so that's the plan. I think that I need more coffee. I am super out of it today, but after I caffeinate properly, get cracking on this, you can come along. I put on my festive red shirt to work on my December spread. I'm gonna try something different today. I always usually do the same layout for my calendar, which is something like this, where I use most of the space for the calendar, but I'm gonna change it up today. I'm ready for a change. And something else kind of fun is that I remembered that I had all this glitter. So I'm going to try to work this into the spread today. Not exactly sure what I'm going to do with it, but I want to use it somehow. The reason that I was wanting to change the layout is because I've changed the way that I use my journal. I used to use it as a hybrid planner and journal. I got a planner, so I used to use this calendar to write down appointments and things like that that I needed to remember. But lately I've just been using it to track my workouts and my steps and like write down what I've been reading. So more like tracking type stuff rather than planning. So I just shrunk the calendar down a little bit so that I would have more room around the edges for decoration and just to write things. I am of course going to be using my Christmas stickers that I made. And instead of the usual scrapbook paper that I like to use, I am going to use some tissue paper that coordinates with the stickers. And that should add some nice texture and color. cozy, cozy in my blinky. It is now Sunday. I spent a good portion of the day yesterday cleaning this house from top to bottom. Everything just needed a good scrubbing, you know? And today it just feels so nice in here. And it's just a really good way to start out the new month. Nice and fresh. And then last night we watched this movie on Netflix that was such a trip. It was called What's Inside, or It's What's Inside, and it was fun. It was a fun one. I liked it a lot. I don't want to say like too much about it because I think it's best if you just go on this journey with the characters and be surprised. I thought it was really creative and they did some really cool stuff with the filming and the editing. The production was really fun. And it was just kind of crazy. I don't know. If you like a movie that is a little bit mind-bendy and twisty and just bizarre, you should check this one out. I haven't heard a lot of people talking about it, but I thought it was really good. And today I have just been resting. I've been doing a little bit of reading. I am currently reading God of the Woods by Liz Moore. And I'm really enjoying it so far. I got the physical copy of this book, and I have really missed reading physical books. There's just something about holding a book, you know, flipping the pages. But I was in town last week and I popped into our little local bookstore and grabbed a couple of books that were on my list. So I was excited to read this one, and I'm really liking it so far. The books that I've read lately, I feel like I'm just rushing through them and trying to get to the end as fast as I can. But this one, I'm just having a good time savoring it. It's really well written. The characters are interesting. The plot is engaging. And I just don't feel like I have to race through it, you know? If you're not familiar with this book, it takes place at a summer camp in the Adirondack Mountains. It's a place where wealthy people send their kids for the summer. And the owners of the camp's daughter goes missing. And previously their son had gone missing from the same place. So it's a good mystery. I will update you when I finish this one and let you know what I thought. Since the last reading update that I did, I have read 2 books. I'm a very casual reader. I read about a book a month is my pace. But I've read 2 books in the last month or so. And the first one I was talking about a couple vlogs back was The Last Days by Adam Neville. And this book was a complete and utter disappointment. It was about this filmmaker who was shooting a documentary on this cult that was active in like the 60s and 70s. And they had a mass casualty event. And so he was interviewing the survivors. And like it started out so strong. He was on location talking to the people that were in this cult, and like all these creepy things were happening and it was very mysterious. But then in the second half, it just totally lost me. It just became such a slog and I almost couldn't even finish it. I skimmed so much of the second half just trying to get to the end. The writing was just so dry. Like there was no use of metaphor or foreshadowing or anything that makes reading kind of like fun. It was just very like, this happened, this happened, this happened. And it was like people in the present telling you what happened in the past. And I think it might have been better if they had done like a flashback thing where they wrote one chapter from the present and the next chapter from the past and went back and forth, you know? But the way that it was written just didn't do it for me. And then the ending was just like, all of a sudden was just like this really cheesy action movie. I don't know. I didn't like it. I would not recommend that one. But the second book that I read, I liked a lot. It was We Used to Live Here. I can't remember the author's name. But it was such a fun read, and I read it so fast. It's really short. It took me like 2 days to read it. But I could not put it down. It's about this couple that buys this old house, and they're moving in, fixing it up, and someone knocks on the door, and it's this family, and the dad is like, I used to live in this house. Can we come in and look around? He wants to take like a trip down memory lane. And so they come in and there's a snowstorm. So they get stranded there. And then the next day they just like will not leave. And they're not being like nefarious about it or anything. They just won't leave. And they keep coming up with excuses why they can't leave. And they're like making themselves at home. and it just gets crazier and crazier. It is a descent into madness. It is a fever dream. It is very uncanny valley vibes, you know, like everything just is not quite as it should be. It's one of those books where you're not really sure like what's real, what's not real. It's just so fun. And if you do read this book, I would recommend getting the physical copy, because in between each chapter there's these like mysterious documents, and it would be good to be able to flip back and forth to those easily. And also there are puzzles hidden in this book, so being able to flip back and forth would just make the experience better, I think. Yeah, so We Used to Live Here. If you haven't read that one and you like that kind of disorienting, uncanny valley type of book, I would recommend that one for sure. It is Tuesday now. Yesterday kind of got away from me and I didn't check in at all. I wasn't doing anything super interesting anyways. And I did not get my weekly spread made. So I'm going to do that now before I do anything else. And this just came. I ordered a new fun thing to play with. I'm really excited to use this. It's a label maker, if you couldn't tell. And it comes with, wow, it comes with a lot of tapes. Oh my gosh, okay. So, wow, a lot of black ones. Five black ones. And then all these other colors. Look at all those fun colors. Green, pink, blue, purple, and gold. That's so fun. Okay, I'm gonna use this, I think, to make the labels for the days of the week. Just like the less hand lettering I can do, the better. And I want some variety, not just my stamps, you know? So this will be good. This will be fun. Let's see how it works. Okay, I think I'm going to leave it there. Just keep it real simple. I'm loving the floral, like the pink and green floral with the contrast of the like stark black and white labels. That's kind of fun. But I've got quite a bit that I need to do today still, and I don't want to spend too much more time on this spread, but I like the simplicity of it. So I'm gonna leave it and move on with my day. Well, my husband was kind enough to go to the grocery store and get the few things that I need to make the sweet potatoes for this weekend. So that's leaving me with extra time that I think I'm going to use to do my closet. I have some laundry that needs to be folded and put away, and I need to go through and put away my summer clothes, get out whatever sweaters and things are in storage that I want for the season. And also, when I do this, I like to do this twice a year so that I can see everything that I own and I can get rid of things that I don't like anymore or that don't fit or that I just don't wear. Even though sometimes there's things that I really, really like and I just don't wear them. Whoops. Which it's hard to get rid of those things. But if you're not wearing it, it's okay to get rid of it and get something that you will wear. Or just save some space and get rid of some clutter so you can see the things that you actually do wear better. I'm not sure how much of this I'm going to film. We'll see. But I'll definitely check back in with you when I'm done. Okay. This is one of those sweaters that I haven't worn in a very long time, but I think it's so cute. Do I keep it or do I give it away? Like, I should wear it, but am I gonna wear it? I'm gonna put this one in my closet, and if I don't wear it this winter, I'm gonna get rid of it. Okay. This is my donation pile. It doesn't seem like much, but I have done this several times since we moved into this house, and I haven't bought that much to replace it. So I feel good about this. I will get it ready to go to the donation bin and finish up in there. Well, I'm glad that I got that done. I have been meaning to do that for a while, so it'll be good to cross that off the list. I am going to end this now. I need to finish editing and just get ready for the weekend. So thank you for hanging out with me this week. Making these videos is kind of weird, but also really fun for me and kind of motivating. Like, did I really want to organize my closet? No, but if I get to make a video about it, then I'm a little more excited about it. So if you're still watching, I appreciate you. And I hope that you have a good holiday or a good weekend, and I will see you next time. Say goodbye. Bye-bye.